Hey guys, this is Lane, and if you don't know me, I'm the student pastor at First Baptist Church in Marble Falls, and it's August, which means that we're getting ready to start up the Loft like we do every single fall, but this year we're excited about some new things and some new direction coming for us as we prepare for what God has in store for us. And one of those major moves is that we've noticed over the last couple of years, a lot of times there's schedule conflicts or long days at school or a bunch of different things going on Wednesday nights. And so we're going to take a chance this fall and we're going to move the Loft from Wednesday nights to Sunday nights at 6 to 8 p.m. Up here in our building, almost. Which leads us to our next major move. One of the things that we said a couple years ago is that we want to be better at relationships than anyone else in the Hill Country. And so in order to really invest into that, we're going to do something very different but very exciting for our group. And that is that every other week, we are going to be in home groups. And so your small group ministers that you've come to know and love over the last couple years are now every other week going to meet with you in somebody's home throughout town, again from 6 to 8, same time. So one week we'll be at the Loft, and then the next week we'll be meeting in those home groups, still going through series, still doing Bible study, just in different environments and different elements to help us learn differently and connect differently. And I know that that can kind of feel or sound like a confusing schedule, so we've done a few things to help you out. One, you can find the calendar for the whole fall of when we'll be on site and when we'll be in homes already at discoverfirst.com at our student ministries page. You can also find it over on Instagram as a saved story. And the very first night of the Loft, we're going to have 100 bag tags that you can just put it on your backpack, so that way as you're going throughout school during the week and you want to invite a friend, you know whether you're inviting them to the Loft or in home groups that week, and what that experience will be like. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our Remind, where we'll send out reminders every week of what is coming up, what series we're in, and what location we'll be in that week, whether the Loft or your home group. Once you get in the rhythm and you're in your home group, that'll be the same home that you're in all semester long. It won't change on you or adjust on you. That's where you'll be for the fall. And so you'll know that rhythm, you'll be in that rhythm. And we're excited for what that's going to mean for relationships between adults and teenagers and Bible study and a deeper faith and connection that we believe in at the Loft. Now at this point you may be wondering, well then when will that first Sunday be? School starts on August 18th for most of our Marble Falls ISD kids, and so on August 22nd, that will be the first night of the Loft, and we will be on site at First Baptist Church from 6 to 8. And you'll come up, we'll have worship, we'll have teaching, and then afterwards, we're going to throw basically a big house party in our church. We're going to have silent disco, we're going to have an ice cream bar, and a ton of stuff for you to be able to hang out. And you'll get to meet your small group ministers for the year and your host homes and where that home will be. We'll have everything ready for you so you know addresses and contacts and parents, how to get in contact with other adults that are in our building that will be ministering to your kid all year. And for some of you that are maybe parents of new 6th graders or parents that haven't been involved in the Loft before and know our people, man, you are welcome to come in that night as well and just meet the adults that'll be working with your teenagers. They are my favorite adults on the planet, and I'm excited for the opportunity that they're going to have to do a different thing in the life of teenagers in the Hill Country this semester. And then the last question in all of that may be this: so what happens to Wednesday nights? We're going to do a different, more kind of intentional thing on Wednesday nights this year, and we're going to invest in our high school and middle school relationships with one another. And so what we're going to be doing on Wednesday nights, it'll be a little bit more stripped down, a little bit smaller, and we're going to ask some of our high school students to apply to be mentors for middle school students. And so middle schoolers will go through content that we call Follow that'll take them through either the Old Testament or the New Testament or Psalms and Proverbs throughout their entire school year through daily reading. And they'll learn how to develop daily Bible reading habits and to come into contact with stories that maybe they've never come in contact with before. And then every Wednesday, they'll meet with their high school mentor and talk about life and faith and following Jesus and church and family. And then they'll play games with them, and they'll have high schoolers that they can look up to in the faith. And so if you're a high schooler that's interested in that, you can find that link on our website. You can find it on our Instagram, on our link tree. It will even be sent out to Remind, because we'd love for you to be a high school mentor for middle school students. And if you're a middle schooler who wants to do that, we're going to send out a registration link. So you can just fill out some info. We know that you'll be coming. We know to get the content for you. And you can find that on Instagram or in our Remind or on our website as well. Those are all places that you can get that. As we have a few more weeks before launch and lead up, feel free to email me at lane@fbcmf.org. Ask me some questions, run into me at church, but here's what I'm excited about. We are going to be able to develop even deeper relationships with teenagers in our city, in our county, and in our whole entire area that we believe is going to have gospel impact for every place that we walk into. We know that when we spend more time with adults who love Jesus and teenagers who love Jesus, that something cool really happens, and we're going to get the opportunity to do that without completely abandoning some of the worship and the teaching and the place that we love. So August 22nd, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait for a new year, for a new theme, because everything that we're doing this year is going to remind us that this place, this is home. Can't wait to see you guys.